Phoenix, Arizona, the destination. All right, everyone. Greet. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
So sick! The vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. On the wing, Durant. Dort grabs the miss. And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. To the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Oklahoma City ball.
And the Thunder in possession here. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now here's Booker for three. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Overdone. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
And Allie, thanks. Hits a three-pointer.
And Durant, one of the purest shooters in the league.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, D.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Richards. 6 to shoot. Booker, the pass to Richards. Shoots over Hartenstein. Richards' shot is off.
Well, he's a guy to count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Suns trail by 3. Durant with a screen on Dort. Pass to Durant. From the arc. Williams grabs the board.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Booker against Holmgren. And here's Dunn. Outside Durant. The 3 is up. Hartenstein pulls it in. This one for 3. The shot by Dort, no good. O'Neal inside. Good.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
A deep 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Booker. Gets the 3 to fall. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Durant. 9 points in the game. Durant, so effective inside.
Great natural instincts of Durant. A good decision maker now on the pick and roll.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Dunn. Holmgren with it. No made baskets yet, and the shot's good. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. And it's the Thunder with the ball. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shakes him. It's not going to go for him. Booker with the defensive effort. The Suns have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Dunn outside. With the drive. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Screen by Holmgren. So it'll be 2 free throws. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the first one at the line is good.
Lugens Dort, just a guy who puts his head down and goes to work. He gives every bit of focus on every play, and teammates love what he brings to the court.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Richards with a screen from deep three-point range. Oh, a tape measure basket from Booker.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after it.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. The 3 ball. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dort against Booker. Outside Durant. Fires for 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, pull out your dictionary, look up the term pure scorer. You might see a picture of one Kevin Durant.
Now here's Dort. 5 points in the game. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Booker with a beautiful pump fake, gets the defense up, draws the foul. That's a classic NBA move.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Williams. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's O'Neal. And he gets the bucket. O'Neal's gotten his second bucket.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Cody Martin is out there with Bol. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Allen in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Beal. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Here's Allen. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. Beal, no good. Thunder trail by 7. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Joe. Caruso, a screen on Allen. Joe. And the 3 off target.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And Allen gets it to go.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Thunder trail by 9. Caruso outside. Williams a screen on Beal. And here's Caruso outside. Knocks down the triple.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Joe with the ball. Allen defending. And that one, good. Joe's got his first points in this one. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And here's Allen. Outside Bull. Beal outside. Bull down low. Working on Williams. Bull no good. Thunder trail by 6. Tipped away. Joe with the ball. Picked up by Allen. Joe, the pass to Wiggins. Now here's Joe. He's guarded by Martin. Back to Wiggins. Williams a screen on Allen. And it falls all over the rim and in. And now just a 4-point Suns lead. And it's Allen with the ball for Phoenix. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Beal. And then Beal the dunk.
Such a big-time move from Beal, a big-time player.
2 minutes remaining in the
Caruso against Beal. Soft touch off the glass. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Bull. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 4. Pass to Caruso to the middle. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And Williams no good on that one. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the 3rd. Beal from outside. Nails it from 3. Beal's got 5 now.
I don't think the defense was ready for that. That was deep.
Outside Joe. Driving inside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
They create such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Now here's Plumlee. No points so far. Basket's good. And now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
One thing about Plumlee, he possesses good passing skills from the low post and when facing up.
Joe with the ball. He's against Martin. Back to Joe. The 3. The Thunder with another miss. The Suns lead by 7. Outside Bull. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Wiggins finds Williams.
Suns foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. The free throw drops for Williams.
City. Williams at the line for 2.
And Williams drops them both. Phoenix has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Beal surveying the D. Allen outside. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the... And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried. Calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Booker. Booker off the bounce. And Booker with the jam.
An athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. 3 on the clock. Up and overdone. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Booker against Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Booker, and it's Dort off the drive.
And Dort with a big-time dunk.
The Suns leading. Booker with it, now guarded by Holmgren. Here's Durant, drives to the hoop.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. SGA on the move. Dort outside. Williams, a screen on Booker. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Lugans, Dort, give it to him.
Booker against Dort. Durant for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Going all the way to the rack. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA explodes to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Durant with a screen on Dort. The kick to Durant. From deep. They get it back. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Durant. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving to the basket. Shea all the way to the cup.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Booker against Dort. And down it goes. 2 points. Booker's got 20 points.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks it. What range from downtown.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Pass to Durant. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Williams, a screen on Booker. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
When the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Now here's Booker. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Here's Durant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Some room here for Dort. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Booker. Second chance effort. It's off. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. The Suns making a switch here. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Outside, Williams. Misses. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to
Richard, these teams both look to impose their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Now Golden State's starting five. They've got Gary Payton II. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Post in at the 5.
Sometimes there's just no stopping Curry. He's just too skilled.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Booker the pass to Durant. And the Suns get it back. Launches it. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Curry looking around. Pass to Post. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Curry. Dunn, wide open, he fires. His 3-pointer's off the mark. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Now here's Curry. Curry with another miss. Booker finds Durant. Here's Richards. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Fires the 3. KD with the bucket. Durant's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Suns.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Booker against Curry. Payton with the screen for Curry. Count that one. Curry's got his second bucket.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Curry. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And stolen by Booker. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Booker against Butler. Durant kicks to Booker. Some solid defense from Butler. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Trailing by 4. Payton with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Back to Payton. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Drives to the hoop, and Payton throws it down hard.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Booker the pass to O'Neal. This one for 3. KD's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle. Payton looking around. Pass to Post. Outside Butler. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple.
And this is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
Booker with it. KD a screen on Payton. Booker finds KD. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Durant's got 9 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. There's the three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. He has 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
KD's shot is off.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Outside for Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors ahead as... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
Durant is out there with Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's O'Neal in at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And it's the Suns with the ball. 4-point game. And stolen by Butler. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Warriors leading by 7. Green, the pass to Curry. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
A high IQ play from a high IQ player. Butler, the second chance opportunity there.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Post has got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Durant. The 3. Again, the miss by KD.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Out to Peyton. Pass to Post. Second chance shot. Butler against KD. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. Back to Butler. Trying to get something going. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Durant brings it from distance.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Butler finds Green. And it's Green with the jam.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Green against Durant. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
30 seconds left in the first half. And Richards has it in the corner. Lock at 6. The three from KD. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. And there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Booker with no one around, and so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Podziemski out there with Hield. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Jackson Davis in at center, locking down the middle. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Beal against Hield. And Beal kicks to Allen. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Beal against Hield. Lays it up off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a three-point gunner.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Outside for Martin. It's Allen on the wing. Stripped it away. And here we go. Kuminga heading to the hoop.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Allen outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Beal, that's for 2. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
Podziemski with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Jackson Davis finds Hield. Here's Podziemski. Just 5 to shoot. Over Martin. Plumlee with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Beal's shot is good.
I like the balance of that shot. Beal nailing a pull-up. Those are not easy.
Here's Pajemski, defended by Allen. Pajemski with it, still yet to score. Driving to the basket, and that one is hammered home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Healed from outside, drains it from beyond the arc. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
Healed showing his quick release.
Beal the pass to Allen. From outside the arc. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Healed outside. Down low. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Richard, with Buddy Hield, we're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
And Kuminga gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Beal from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On the wing, Hield. 5 points in the game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bull can't hit.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Moody into the lane.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Martin, the pass to Plumlee. Tries the spin move. And that's going to be a treble.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bradley Beal is out there with Allen. Then it's Martin. Then it's Bol. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. There's Beal with the 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 18. Now the Warriors moving it up. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Connects from three-point range.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And the call will go against Grayson Allen.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. It's Curry with the drive. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
That's where Curry will cross you up. If you play him to shoot, he just drives it.
Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. It doesn't go for him. Golden State's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. KD with it. Now Payton defending. And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's KD. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Durant's got 20 points.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Curry with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Dunn.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
It's good from long range.
And knew he had a look before he had the ball. Great anticipation by Butler.
Out left to the wing. And another three for Golden State. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Green against Durant. Green dishes to Butler. Off target from outside. The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Offensive rebound. Here's Richards. Tries again. Durant, no good. Warriors leading by 23. Here's Payton. O'Neal with the rebound. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Phoenix has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And that's where Green makes his biggest impact. He is a menace defensively.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Booker against Curry. To the inside. Here's Post. It's blocked.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Butler.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Plumlee is checked in for Nick Richards. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Dunn.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
.46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. O'Neal kicks to KD. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in.
And Curry makes the floater look so sweet. You just assume that it's going in the minute he releases it.
The three from KD. And the three ball is good.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Payton passes to Butler. Hits it from three-point range.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. So for our reporter, David.
this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the 5. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Curry against Dort. Butler, a screen on Dort. Curry looking it over. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
But Curry can finish left, right, quick. He can quick shoot you, get you off your feet. This guy's so good on the inside.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Curry using his post moves to get the 2 points. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Defense all over him. Still gets the finger roll to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State and stolen by Williams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Curry. Butler against Holmgren. Outside for Green. Back to Butler. Curry, a screen on Holmgren. Here's Butler. There's the drive.
Oh, late rotation defensively. Butler going to turn the lights out with a pretty jam.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Good on the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Curry passes to Payton. Back to Curry. Butler, a screen on Dort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I'll tell you, with his rapid-fire release, defenders are forced to leave their feet when Curry rises to shoot, and that's why the pump fake serves him so well.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Williams, a screen on Butler, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Outside for Butler.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
Now here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Here's Butler. The Thunder making their last shot. The kick out, Curry. It's blocked. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the break. Over to the wing. From deep. Hartenstein pulls it in.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
The three from Curry. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the center position. Now, Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Dort up top. He's covered by Curry. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Dort for 3. Can't get it to drop. Curry with some nice D. The Warriors lead by 3. To the inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Butler with a steal. And here's Payton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Green picks him up. Pass to Butler. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Here's Green. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Curry against Dort. Man, so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Butler, a screen on Dort. Here's Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
First team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's stolen by Curry. Payton passes to Curry. Curry takes it in. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
There's a craftiness to Stephen Curry's game. He just freezes defenders, and that allows him to get by on the drive.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Butler. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Warriors lead by 7. Now Curry. 16 points for him. 54 seconds left in the second. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Butler passes to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Butler can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 9. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Here's Curry. He's got 18. Outside for Butler. There's the triple. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. They've got Alex Caruso. Kenrich Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Aaron Wiggins, and it's Joe in at the 1. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half.
Well, Buddy Hield not backing down on the interior. He says, I've got more than shooting in my game.
Thunder trail by 12. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And so he makes both from the line. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Podziemski's shot is good.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Now here's Joe, defended by Podziemski. Joe, pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Kuminga. The kick out to Williams. uses the glass to finish the layup.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And Jackson Davis comes to help. Outside Joe, and he drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could say on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the strike.
Both good from the line that time. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Williams passes to Joe, and it's Trace Jackson Davis with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Joe up top, defended by Pajemski. Joe misses. The Warriors lead by 12. Jackson Davis down low. Williams defending.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first.
At the line for the Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis.
So hits one and misses one at the line. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Joe. Pass to Wiggins. On the take. 5 on the clock. Now Caruso. Launches it. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Williams. Now here's Joe. Caruso outside. He buries it from 3. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pajemski into the lane. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's foul number 2 for him.
13 foul.
55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Wiggins. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. The Warriors lead by 12. Outside Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Caruso with the bucket. Caruso's got 7 points in the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Pajemski. Jackson Davis, a screen. Inside. 4 on the clock. Back to Pajemski. Hits the trifecta. Pajemski's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And here's Caruso outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 15 points at... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
But we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Gary Payton II.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Golden State, we've got Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Green, and it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Curry against Dort. Outside Curry. Curry from inside.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Curry against Dort. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Payton's got 4 rebounds now. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. No coverage that time. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Well, never one to force up a 3. Jimmy Butler judiciously will take a 3-point opportunity. That is a nice delivery.
Outside for Dort. He shoots. Again, Oklahoma City. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Here he goes. Crafty move, and he sinks the layup. Curry's got 22.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Curry. And there's a pick. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Butler covering. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Butler against Williams. Outside Butler.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Curry, a screen on Williams. And here's Butler outside. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 18. Williams with it. Now guarded by Butler. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shea hitting the 3.
That's a quick strike from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Curry against Dort. Green with a screen on Dort. Outside Curry. Outside Butler. Pass to Post. Butler on the wing. Williams defending. Butler can't get it to go. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Stephen Curry.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
And here's Curry for 3. Drains the triple.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Now here's Peyton. Pass to Butler. And so Golden State takes this one. And by a big thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in.
the front court, Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. Now here's Williams. Holmgren with a screen on O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Booker with no one around drills the three-pointer. Booker's got the first points up on the board here for the Suns.
That's Booker's specialty. So good at rising up and connecting off the catch.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
First team foul.
Dort passes to Holmgren. Dort against Booker. Dort kicks to Holmgren.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Dort with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about his team's plan and trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our focus is trying to have him take tough shots and hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thank you, David.
The slam from KD, just getting to the rim for an easy one.
Dort against Booker. With some arc, Dort misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dunn against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dunn misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Oh!
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's Booker, pass to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And here is Williams. After the three-pointer from KD. For 3, Holmgren. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Shots good by Williams.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Booker, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Dort against Booker. Outside, Dort. And the Thunder, another 3.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. With 2 seconds left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. They've got Dunn. O'Neal is out there with Durant. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Booker in at the point guard. Here's Booker. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. KD finds Dunn. Out to KD. From deep. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's KD for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. KD's got 10.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Dagnall said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. And here are the Suns now. Following the score by Oklahoma City. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Durant.
Well, we know KD can carry the load offensively any night. Are we seeing a little stat padding here?
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on O'Neal. Williams scanning the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And, Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But there's a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Holmgren against KD. Booker with the screen for Durant. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Dort.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And
Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And that one's good. Durant.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. And that's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Williams a screen on Booker. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker against Williams. Outside for KD. Using his length inside. Durant.
You can't give Kevin Durant baskets, but certainly can't be that easy for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Williams has got 9.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's KD. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Holmgren. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And more often than not, Gilgeous-Alexander would pass on that shot, but he drains it this time.
Kicks it out to Booker. KD sends the pick for Booker. Back to Durant. Over Holmgren. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how'd you get in that groove offensively in the first half?
Well, I'm just playing off.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Wiggins is out there with Williams. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Williams at the 5. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Here's Caruso. Hits the three-point bomb. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Suns lead by 1.
And Bradley Beal coming for his revenge.
Up top, Joe, defended by Allen. And the Thunder, another 3.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Allen. And he lays it straight in. Allen's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that one's good, Caruso. Phoenix has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Now here's Allen. Bowles setting the pick for Allen. Outside for Beal. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
3 points.
Allen's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Joe. Allen defending on the wing. Williams over Plumlee. Williams can't hit.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Martin with the bucket. Martin's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Joe with it. He's against Allen. And here is Caruso. He's got 5, and he can't stop the run as he misses. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
There's the drive, and it's Bull that time on the assist by Martin. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now here's Allen, and there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Beal from long range. A three-pointer is right on target. Beal's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Beal loves getting a little wiggle room and then great rhythm on that three.
Joe with it. 6 points for him. The kick out to Williams. Over in the corner, Caruso. Williams a screen on Beal. Caruso, no good. Phoenix leading by 8. Beal taking his time here. From past the arc. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Drills it from outside.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Outside, Beal. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. And that one, good. Bowles got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, inside, Bowles does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
With the drive. Here's Joe. A three-pointer off the mark. The Suns leading. Outside, Beal. Plumlee with a screen on Caruso. Outside, Beal. Shoots over Caruso. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Oklahoma City's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. On the court now for the Suns. Getting going here in the fourth. We've got Allen. Bull out there with Plumlee. Then there's Cody Martin. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard. Here's Allen, following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Beal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Man, how good was Beal's pump fake? I jumped out of my seat.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
You want to talk about ball distribution? They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Beal. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Beal. A 3-ball. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Suns making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right on the bucket.
And you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
For 3, Durant. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams finds Dort. No good with the triple. Suns leading by 4. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Holmgren. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And that's 10 points for Chet Holmgren.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
There's a good screen. Back to Richards. Outside, KD. Over Holmgren. And the rejection by Holmgren. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Great open look there.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Booker dishes to Durant. And the rejection by Holmgren. And he gets it back. A second chance effort. Durant kicks to O'Neal. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. Durant cleans it up and puts it in.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Dunn.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never fall off. He can get the bucket they need.
On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Williams. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. Second team foul. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams attacking.
And with the offense getting right.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
At the line for your Thunder.
And this is the time now where
The play is under video review under NBA rules.
a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hartenstein inside, Dunn covering. It's good!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Dunn outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Booker looking around. Shot clock at 6. The floater. Williams up on top. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last.
Welcome fans to 2K. Grant, one thing these teams... have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Kevin Durant. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Now here's Durant. Outside for Booker. It's stolen by Curry. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Pass to post. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
That's good from Durant on the assist from Booker.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, Durant knocks it down from distance. Durant's got 5.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Butler, a screen on Booker. Curry looking it over. Outside for Butler. 6 to shoot. Driving in. And it's Butler with the jam.
You see how effective Butler is driving inside. The combination of muscle and athleticism is tough to stop.
Durant with a screen on Butler. Here's Booker. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. Outside for Green. For 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
Here's O'Neal. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Curry against Booker. Curry, that's good.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Here's O'Neal. Lays it up and banks it in.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Here's Booker. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Off target from three-point range. Payton with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Butler driving inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, a fearless finish from a fearless player. Jimmy making some noise.
For three, Booker. Counted from distance. Booker's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Curry against Booker. Butler, a screen on Booker. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely, and he banks in the layup. Curry's gotten his second bucket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
Now here's Curry. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. That one's good for 2.
That's where Curry will cross you up. If you play him to shoot, he just drives it.
Durant, pass to Booker. The kick to Durant. Releases. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. The Warriors leading. Here's Curry. He has 6. Outside for Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Give him 8 points now.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Durant for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Golden State. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
They've got Stephen Curry. Green out there with Butler. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the 5, down low. That's the Warriors 5. Sinks it from distance.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
And here's Butler outside. Jimmy buckets with the tray.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's Curry. He has 6. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Butler up top. It's stolen by Dunn. Launches it. That's good from Durant. On the assist by Booker. Durant's got 13.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Richards. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Booker against Butler. Here's Durant, down to 5 on the shot clock.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
And here's Curry for 3. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
Such such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Dunn outside. Back to Durant. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Down low. The kick out. Curry. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Payton, no good. Suns trail by 5. Durant surveying the D. KD! What else would you expect?
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's Curry. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And so it's Phoenix with it. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Pass to Butler. Outside, Green. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
Durant for 3. No luck on that one.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
The Warriors lead by 6. Fires from deep. Richards pulls it in.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Phoenix no good that time either. Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Green, the pass to Payton. Here's Post. Outside Curry. They double team Curry. Curry from inside.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
And stolen by Green. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
For 3, Durant. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Three-pointer.
Outside for Butler. Butler right to the heart.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Warriors on top, leading by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Bradley Beal's out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Cody Martin. And it's Bull in at the 4. Allen can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 9. Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard, but his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
Jackson Davis, a screen to the middle. Banked it in off the glass. Jackson Davis has got his first points of the night.
and the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Beal. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Allen with a screen on Heel. Beal, the pass to Allen. That one falls, coming off Beal's feed. Allen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Up top, Pajimski. Allen defending. And there's the foul. It'll go on Grayson Allen. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Heel. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 11. Gets stolen by Heel. Outside Moody. Pass to Pajimski. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Bull with it. Still no points. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Healed against Beal. Misses the three. The Warriors lead by 11. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Outside Pajimski. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Beal. Allen outside. They set a pick. Back to Beal. Shot is up. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Rejected by Bull. And they'll keep possession. Outside Pajimski. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. And it's Beal with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 14. Martin, the pass to Plumlee. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
The Warriors lead by 12. Pajimski with it. Picked up by Allen. Moody on the wing. Drills it from deep. Moody's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Allen, the pass to Beal. Takes a three. Doesn't go for him.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Over to the left wing, and here's Kuminga for three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Suns trail by 15. Martin finds Beal. The shot from 20 feet out, and it's good for two.
This is Beal's job. He's capable of scoring in so many ways.
Pajimski into the lane. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Warriors lead by 15. Allen with a screen on Heel. Beal from outside. Beal with another miss. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Here's Jackson Davis, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Hield passes to Moody. Back to Hield. And so it's the Golden State Warriors liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They hold a... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jimmy Butler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5. Allen with a screen on Payton. Here's Beal. Curry with the block.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
Here's Payton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Bowl, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
That was a sensational pass. And then the catch and finish in the same motion? Ridiculous.
Alley-oops like that are so rare, you simply have to take a second to enjoy it. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Payton with it. He's against O'Neal. Launches a 3. And Post gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Here's Curry. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Dunn, the pass to Booker. And here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 21.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
Curry against Booker. Green for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Poke loose. There's a screen. Pass to Richards. Durant with it. Green covering. 3-pointer. Durant with another miss. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
For 3, Durant. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Curry. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Puts up a deep 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. Payton with it. Dunn in his pocket.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Warriors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
And it's Butler with the jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Booker against Butler. Outside Durant. Outside Booker. Pass to Dunn. Clock at 6. Back to Booker. Durant with it. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Dunn attacking. Now here's Peyton. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson.
offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Holmgren wide open. Hangs home the trifecta.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Butler kicks to Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Pocket 4. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Stephen Curry a little bit undersized, but he is so slippery once he's in the paint.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Inside. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Here's Curry. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Door to screen on Butler. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dort against Curry. The kick outside to Butler. And he drives in. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Holmgren the pass to Williams. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here's Payton. There's 1:59 left to play here in the first. There's the pick. Curry kicks to Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Boy, zero hesitation from Butler. Takes the pass and fires immediately.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Here's Curry. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Curry's got 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. The rebound by Post. And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. And here is Butler. Pass to Payton. Back to Butler. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Butler. Payton is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Green, and it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Green. Butler on the wing. Back to Green. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Green against Dort. A shake. And it's Green. Missing. Thunder trailing by 4. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's George. Still without a basket. Holmgren with a screen on Curry.
Boy, that's gritty work being done at the defensive end by Steph Curry. Stays with his man, not letting him get off a clean look.
Payton finds Butler. Green with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
Yeah, this is what happens when you give Jimmy Butler a lane. He's going to make you pay.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Curry wide open. No good on the 3. And they're trailing by 4. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Curry. Butler a screen on George. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's Williams. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Payton. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
Dort against Curry. For 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Curry on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Green dishes to Curry. Off target with his 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now here's Curry. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Williams against Payton. Dort left side. .34 seconds left here in the second. The Thunder with another miss. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Curry passes it to Green. Here's Post. Butler on the wing. They set the pick. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Holmgren. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 1. And Jets down to set. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. We've got Alex Caruso. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Here's Podziemski. Covered by Joe to the middle. Here's Kuminga. Pass to Moody. Back to Kuminga from downtown. Sinks the three-pointer. Kuminga's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Podziemski. Covered by Joe. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Thunder with the lead. Williams with a clean look. No good with the triple. The Warriors shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Hield. The Thunder pull it in. Pass to Caruso. The kick out to Williams. Outside Williams. Williams sets a screen for Williams. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Joe passes to Caruso. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Bajinski grabs the board. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bajinski with it. Still scoreless. They kick out to Hield. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. There's Kuminga. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. A three-pointer. Wiggins. And the Thunder another 3. Warriors trail by 5. Hield outside. Driving in, and then Hield with the dunk.
Well, anytime Buddy Hield has a little bit of a runway, you knew he was going to go up with force. That's a big-time dunk.
Caruso looking for an opening. The kick out to Williams. And the Thunder another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Bajinski. Covered by Joe. On the clock. Shot by Bajinski, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Now here's Curry. He's got 12. Curry buries the 3-shot. Outside Williams. 3-pointer. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Payton is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. A 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a nice open look right there. And the Thunder lead by 6. Warriors shooting well, 50% from the floor. Outside Curry. That three off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. It's Williams, high post. Hayton's there. He gets that one. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Curry against Dort. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15. That misses off the backboard.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. High post shot.
I'll tell you, Butler simply can lock you down. He's the very definition of what we call a two-way player.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Payton left side. Poked away. Holmgren with it. Now Green defending. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Dort against Curry. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Not enough on that one as it misses. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Butler. Out to the right wing. There's the screen. Here's post. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Up, high post. That's good on the jump shot. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Well, Lou Dort expanding his skill set, now able to run pick and roll action. Go ahead and dictate some offense, Lou.
What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Curry looking it over. Shoots over Dort. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Latrey. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander puts up a deep three. Here's Holmgren. There's 21 seconds left in the game. 6 to shoot. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Takes a three. The rebound by Post. So we see the Thunder get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams